Well,
you might be onto something there.
It's rare that we have to ask the question on the show, is the gamers okay? But we have to ask it tonight, because we all know if you let the gamers loose on the internet, terrible things are going to happen. It's like you just let loose a bag of feral cats into the small pet section at PetSmart. It's bad. So, but I think this is the first time one of them has ever publicly committed an act of espionage. War Thunder fan says tank is inaccurate, leaks classified military documents to prove it.
What?
Challenger 2 is a main battle tank that's been in service with the British Army since 1994. Also, which time it was in operational service in Bosnia, blah, blah, blah. It can be found in War Thunder, Gaijin Entertainment's free-to-play online war game. There's a fair commitment to accuracy in the game. The simulator battle mode goes all out on realistic vehicles and weapon physics. The rollout of the Challenger 2 tank in 2019, for instance, sparked this thread, 319 pages long and still growing. Things got out of hand earlier this week, however, when one player demonstrated a little too much commitment to realism. The player, who claims to be a real-life Challenger 2 tank commander and former member of the British Army's Armored Tank Trials and Development Unit, complained the War Thunder's in-game model is significantly off the mark in ways that leave it much more vulnerable. And then to prove the point, they posted classified images from the Challenger 2 Army Equipment Support publication, which is basically the tank's user manual. According to the UK Defense Journal, the images were heavily redacted and carried UK restricted labels, but those were crossed out. The stamp of unclassified was added. Gaijin understandably reacted with extreme caution, saying, proof of this document's declassification will be required, as well as where it was sourced before any action based upon it could be taken. Afterward, this is the part, shortly after that, a senior technical moderator weighed in to say that Gaijin had been in contact with the UK Ministry of Defense, which had informed it in writing the manual is in fact classified. All of the jail. Yeah.
On the list of things you never thought you'd have to do as a game developer, calling up the Ministry of Defense to ask if this document you got dumped on your website is classified. Like, this person's probably making 50 grand a year.
Yep.
And they had to be like, hello, Colonel. I have a thing. It's not my thing, but I want to know if I should have it.
So not only did this motherfucker publish classified shit, he made it look like, no, it's really not. He fucking photoshopped the shit.
That's some Donald Trump sharpieing the path of a hurricane shit.
This is of all the reasons, which is, you feel like your country is doing something wrong. You are acting under your principles.
Right.
Of all the reason to leak classified data, like Pentagon Papers and shit, of all the reasons to win a video game argument.
That ain't it.
No. You just,
and I know I'm not into video game culture, so there are going to be people who yell at me for this. Fuck it. I don't understand the fucking minutia people will argue about. It's Star Wars too. Star Wars fans, man, holy shit. Like, they will yell at cosplayers because Rey's top is eggshell instead of slate. Like, fuck. A 300-page thread?
300, yep.
Why? It's a pretending video game. Why?
I don't know. I honest to God don't. I'm into it and I still don't know.
I know there's going to be 72 fucking teenagers in the YouTube comments yelling at me and go back to your fucking Fortnite because I am not impressed. Calm down.
Motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, this is fuck. You're gonna have the home office on your front doorstep, my dude.
Yeah, also, like, I know people think that if it's on the internet, it's not real and that nobody can find you. They can fucking find you. You have an IP address.
They gave all.
They can track it.
They gave the defense ministry all that. They just said, "Do you want it? Because we got it. You can have it. We don't care. We don't. We didn't do it."
It is the year of our Lord Kang 2021. We are beyond the point where it is reasonable to think that if you put it on the internet, it's not real life. We're past that now.
Mm-hmm. You grew up with the fucking internet. Your ass knows better.
Yeah.
This is not some alien landscape. This isn't Keanu Reeves with the fucking cyberspace bullshit from like fucking Johnny Mnemonic. This ain't that shit. You
like,
asshole.
When we were kids, yeah, we didn't understand that shit.
No. Well,
because the internet was new.
I mean, we is a little broad there, but
the internet's not new anymore.
No, it's not.
Sackcloth from the bank, and he's just following the trail back to the burglar's house.
Speaking of shit happening again, a while back we did a story. Tara was around for this one. That it was really impressive. There's a video game called War Thunder. That is, it's a tank, army, blah, shooty game.
Okay.
And on the forums for War Thunder, as they were arguing about various tanks and who was right and who was wrong,
I don't like this already. It's going to be some nerd rage. I can just tell.
A dude got on there and, to prove himself correct, leaked classified documents about tanks. And the forum went nuts, and the fucking home office got involved, and it was a thing.
Yeah.
And... Well, guess what? Same game, same forum. It fucking happened again.
At what point do they have to put that in their terms of service now? When you sign up for these forums and discords, you will not leak government agents, government vehicle security notes.
First leak took place only 3 months ago when someone had access to classified tank documents belonging to the British Army and posted them on a forum in order to try and get War Thunder to change some details about a tank that it had got wrong.
You dorks! Really? That's what this was all about? Oh.
As reported by the UK Defense Journal, latest incident, however, is a classic case of a player versus player argument, which ended up with one of them posting secret military information to prove they were right. What was posted was the manual of the French Leclerc main battle tank.
Oh.
The moderator, his way of handling this, guys, it's not funny to leak classified documents of modern equipment. What? You're the mod for the forum? You're like, guys, come on, that's not funny.
You know what you did. Oh. What was this going to prove? It was player versus player. What were you really going to get out of this?
This
really?
Being right.
I hope you tell all the cellmates that. Yeah, but I was right about my tank section.
My dude, how much of Twitter, how much of just Twitter is two imbeciles going back and forth for 20 hours?
Yes.
And I can say from experience, because fuckers will get in my mentions and doing that, and they won't goddamn untag me.
You remember when Avengers, the Endgame came out, and everyone was wrong about what they thought the end was going to be? Twitter was a nightmare-fueled apocalypse, because every comic book nerd was just on fire, proving everyone else wrong.
Yeah, we were.
No, actually, Scarlet Witch could beat up Thanos. That type of stuff.
We were sure that Ant-Man was going to go up Thanos' butt and blow him up.
That what I remember. That was the big thing.
I know.
Serious arguments. But I don't remember them leaking anything military declassified information in those tweet debates.
You'd think after the second time, the moderator would be like, call the fucking home office. They did it again. Not be like, guys, come on, guys.
I'm going to get grounded again.
You guys.
Oh. Guys, it's not funny to leak classified documents of not adequate, but if you put the lives of many on... It's such like a stepdad not knowing how to talk to his new stepson explanation.
You wouldn't download a tank.
No, you're right. I wouldn't. You're absolutely right. Oh, and it also says after he gave the statement, "Thanks for reading."
The next
Guys,
one
is not. Oh, go ahead.
The next one is a surprising amount of effort for surprisingly little payoff. So the next one comes from "It Happened Again," and it's a different government this time, but it's the same fucking forum. This is the third fucking time. The third fucking time, Tara. Chinese military secrets leaked out of a video game forum. It's not the first time that War Thunder fans have leaked military secrets. If you're just joining us.
It's the same game?
It's the same fucking game. If you're just joining us. Twice before, I think once was British Secrets, and I forget what the other one was. Fans of the video game War Thunder, a free-to-play vehicle combat simulator, has leaked classified Chinese military documents on the game's online forum. According to defense analysts, when the details of the anti-tank weapon in question was previously known, this is the first time that authenticating documentation had been seen outside of China. How do we know the documents are authentic? Well, they're pictured next to the weapon itself. Weapon in question is an anti-tank round fielded by the modern-day Chinese military. Its capabilities are a closely guarded secret. At least they were until someone on the War Thunder forums got into an argument and needed to prove a point. This is exactly what happened before as well. This has all been a matter of just to show they were right, to win an internet argument.
The internet has broken us. When's the last time you saw somebody admit they were wrong on the internet?
I've done it.
Okay, but the norm, something in our brains makes us not want to do that.
It's like being wrong is the worst thing you can be on the internet.
Right.
Yes.
And we're not, and I've caught myself doing this, and I'm like, why the fuck do I care what Jimmy Bunch of Numbers thinks about whether I know enough about fucking Star Wars?
It used to be.
I don't like Star Wars that much.
It used to be Joey Bag of Donuts. Now it's Jimmy Bunch of Numbers.
The internet has made it so that, you cannot be wrong. And if you're right, not only do you have to prove you're right, but you have to bring the fucking hammer of God down on people. And guys, it's not that serious.
We're gonna have a new James Bond eventually, right? Because we just lost one. We got a new one coming up. I have a picture in my mind of them being like, James, we have to get information on this new weapon. We don't know how. It's locked up tighter. I have a way. And James logs onto the fucking War Thunder forums. What are you doing? I'm going to tell someone they're wrong.
Come on now.
We'll have it in 5. We'll have it in 5 minutes.
You know it'd be the new Q. In his little crooked sweaters. He'd be like, hang on. What are you doing, Colt Master? Well, I'm telling Anal Puncture 3246 that he doesn't know anything about Syrian tanks. I'll have that in 5 minutes, James.
And it's sad because it's real.
Yeah.
You think it'd be a comedy bit, but no, it's third time. You would think that I would, if I was working on this game, especially if I was in charge of the forums, I would be in fear for my life.
I feel like I would just pull a Tom from MySpace and run from my creation like Victor fucking Frankenstein and just let it float away on an iceberg, man. look at the monster you've made. And also, for like, I hope that there is somebody from whatever intelligence agency just hanging out in these forums. And when these dudes do this, I don't know if it's dudes.
It's
whatever.
dudes.
When these people, but it's probably, let's be honest, it's probably dudes. When they do this, I hope that there's somebody who's either like, I would like to offer you a job. And if you say no, I would like to offer you Gitmo. Those are your options. Job, Gitmo. Which will it be? Because clearly these people are cracking through every firewall on the planet.